juicy. Does anyone have a hanky? Because I think my turkey is drooling. Just saying. Look at all that juice right in there. Anyways, basically, if you've been following along in this video series, this is the final result. This is what you get when you spatchcock your turkey, do the whole dry age thing in the fridge, season it with butter, do a nice little butter massage rub under between the skin. Anyways, follow along in the video series. I'll put everything into a few playlists. Right, cooking catch-all. I think I've got it in epic holiday dinners. There's like an oven playlist. Anyways, just check out any one of those and you'll see how we got to this point. But basically the goal here was I cooked my turkey spatchcock style for about an hour and 10 minutes at 425 degrees. Then what I do is I pulled the turkey out and I let it rest for half that time. So basically 35 minutes or so, 35, 40 minutes. And then I started carving the turkey. This is the result. Comes out super juicy, super moist, super tender. Probably the best way to do a turkey in like half the amount of time, even a third of the amount of time, is doing like a whole turkey in the oven. You get the idea. Anyways, I did put some links down below in the description. There's some cool stuff down there. You might want to check that out for some pretty cool products, the stuff that I've been using all day today. Like the Basting Brush, the knives, the Poultry Shears, all that kind of stuff. So go ahead and check those out. There's the comment section. Go ahead and leave a comment if you like what you're seeing. But I've already attacked most of this, but I'm going to start cutting into the rest of this. There's how our thigh came out. If you take a look, beautifully cooked. Yes, it is pink and red. That's how dark meat should be after it's been cooked. We did do the thermometer temperature test, and you want to hit. Oh, that's another good thing I can talk about in this video is you do want to hit 165 degrees in about the thickest part of the thigh. That's how you know when it's time to pull your turkey out of the oven. But I probed it and went under the skin and went to the meatiest part of the thigh. So this is obviously like the drumstick, which would be like the lower leg portion. And then this would be like the upper thigh portion. You kind of want to go under the skin and just try to get your thermometer into the thickest part of the thigh, so that once you hit 165, you might probe and hit 190 and you'd be like, oh my God, it's overcooked. You might want to probe around in a couple different places. And if any of those temperature readings are below 165, like 160 to 165 is okay. But if you're at like 150 when you do your probe, you may want to throw the turkey back in the oven for like another 10 minutes at 425 or 400 and just kind of let it continue to cook. Don't worry, there's plenty of juice to go around. Like if you did the turkey the way I did it in this series, there's plenty of juiciness to go around. It will still be moist and juicy and all that good stuff. You just want to make sure it's cooked, right? So make sure that your turkey's cooked. So 165, thickest part of the thigh, that should be your reading, 165 Fahrenheit. And then that's how you'll know when your turkey's done. Once it's done, you pull it out of the oven, let it sit for half the time that it took to cook it. So if you cooked your turkey for an hour and 10 minutes, hour and 20 minutes, you want to let it rest for between 35 to 40 minutes, give or take. Right? So half the time, and that's how you know you're going to get perfectly cooked, juicy turkey. So after it's rested, then that's when you want to go ahead and start carving up your turkey or whatever. What I would do at this point is after I've carved it, I'm going to throw all this back into the lower half sheet tray, right? I'm going to put it back into the tray with all this good stuff in there and just let it soak up whatever other more juices it wants to soak up, and then go ahead and serve it. So sometimes if your turkey's like, a little bit less warm than you like it to be, what you could do is after you put it, so take out the rack obviously, but after you put it back inside of the half tray, you can throw this back in the oven for like another 5 or 10 minutes if you want, just to warm it up. But I wouldn't cook it longer than that. Otherwise, you start drying out the turkey again, and you defeat the whole purpose of why we were here in the first place. But honestly, I carve, just slap some more juice on it, and just throw it right in the oven, and I'm good to go. With that being said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button down there below, hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when future videos like this come out in the future. Hit the description section for some links to some pretty cool products. I'm the Old Coot, and I will catch you all on the next exciting adventure.